Like after toilet break, we move on. There was this one topic everybody talking about, but not
Very sorry, very very small topic. Nobody knows about this.
Yeah.
Nobody know. We are the first ones to talk about this.
But only the people on the left and center talk about it, and people
Yes.
who are love the Republican Party are very quiet about it, or to kind of defenses about it. But
Even the international right does not talk about it.
yeah, why we don't want. But we will talk about it.
Yes.
I liked it quiet. Now we will show you a video from last year. Thiel and Thiel and was the
Tier 1.
and was the other guy JD Vance, yeah, like
JD Vance.
nobody like vice president.
Oh wait, it's muted.
Seriously, we need to release the Epstein list. That is an important thing.
Wait a minute.
Seriously, we need to release the Epstein list. That is an important thing. Release the list.
I agree.
Yes, it needs to be released.
But it's heavily redacted. Only 50% are released.
And there, you know, they should redact the victims, but they are also from what they've released up until now. They've also redacted
Like electrical
perpetrators, co-conspirators. So that is a bit weird.
And they redacted names like the guys like I want to see the torture video. Names redacted. The girl like paraphrasing was very naughty. Name redacted. The guy.
It's like, why are you redacting that?
And I know that would happen. They also released the names of some victims.
Yes,
I
of
can't
course.
believe it. Of course, they had the time to redact all things, bad things, but redacting a victim's name, and now they're trying to delete some files. But the internet, when something is out, then it's out. You can
it's there.
can laugh.
Yep. There's also like one weird thing.
Yeah.
Some pages are redacted in some files, but then in other files, the same pages are not redacted.
Yeah, it's incompetence, but it's also to protect him and his buddies like Trump. Like he's all over the files.
Yeah,
Like
Trump is all over the files.
Yeah.
There's no like anyone who still likes Trump. You're not doing anything good.
Like you like orange baboon, demented orange toddler baboon. Like imagine you have to say, oh, that's my guy, dude. Like
yeah, you see someone who is a 34 count felon who is right now being accused of being a pedophile,
Yeah.
A sex trafficker, and you're like, you know what, this is a good guy. I want this person to remain as president.
Yeah, grabbed by the pussy guy who brags about he can just walk into locker rooms from these beauty pageants. Like that's not like nothing new, but that was not a problem. And now we will watch a video from most critical, like we were like day one, we were Trump hater back in 20.
Was this all the whole TikTok?
Yeah, this was the whole. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I wanted to show it because now 2 years ago they talked not like we have to move on and like okay.
No, it's October
Great that to make a video about it.
Yeah.
Like
they were like, oh, we have to release it. Well, where are they?
Mr. Vice President, where?
Only what, half of them are released?
Yeah, and they are heavily redacted.
Yep. So, well, let's move on to someone.
Wow.
Wow.
Actually, huge wow. A massive batch of Epstein files just dropped in hot, fresh off the battle bus here from the top turnbuckle out of nowhere. Like, I didn't think we'd even see any more with the DOJ putting up that huge stink even recently about like how courts can't force them to release it, this and that. It seemed like this was never going to
I love how the DOJ is like, courts can't force us to release it. Then why do you even have those courts if they cannot force the government, the state, to do something? Why do you have them then?
What you gonna do about it?
What are you
we-
gonna do?
We
Yeah.
will see what we're gonna do about it after the midterms and like there's public pressure. And well, I hate the doomerism that nothing will happen. Like as somebody who like understands a little bit of the law, it takes time to build a case. Even if the Trump DOJ don't want to build, but if the next admin will try to build a case, it takes time to have a solid case. Because if the case is not solid, then you have a mistrial and then mistakes, and then they say, "Oh, we have to send these guys free because of some formally."
Yeah, because of something that they didn't do correctly.
Yeah, and in America they can get sued for the same thing twice.
Yeah.
So that's the reason the case has to be solid, and some people will never see justice. Like like Woody Allen is 90 years old. But don't give me that doomerism. Don't cut the crap, okay? Like public pressure. It was never planned that the Epstein files will be released. This was never like Trump was like, I will distract and so on. Now,
I mean, look, you can do some doomerism, but still go out, say stuff. You know,
make videos. Like
you
the
can-
right is very silent. Like
Yeah.
make videos. People.
you can be a pessimist. You can honestly believe that there will be no consequences, but you should still voice your opinion, and you should still call for something to happen.
be like most critical. Be him. Like I look like a little bit like him.
Happened because getting them to comply with the law was like pulling teeth. So they were a month late, but they actually released like millions of Epstein files. And there are huge, disgusting, evil things that have been uncovered in this latest batch of Epstein files. This time around, it's a little different than their previous release, where there were hundreds of pages of blacked out redactions, and that was basically it. This is what you saw with the Epstein files, except I thought that was going to make the camera go black. You get the idea. It was basically just staring into the fucking void. It was just pitch black because everything was redacted. It was just a lot of nothing. But even amidst that nothing, they were so fucking incompetent that they left in the ability to unredact the files yourself, where people were able to catch.
Or like with these current files,
they
where
learned
you
something.
just they learned. Oh no.
Some people had to shut the fuck up about the topic. Yeah. But yeah, everybody wants cloud.
Them breaking the law, where a lot of the redacted names were not names of victims. They were various other things, and a lot of the redactions were clearly not victims. Sometimes it even seemed like the redactions were there to protect the names of potential clients and perpetrators, which again is a complete violation of the Epstein Files Transparency Act that they were supposed to be following. But again, even with them farting out completely blacked out pages to protect these pedophiles in power, there were still a lot of huge revelations that came from this, such as co-conspirators that for some reason they never pursued. We don't know who they were because their names have been redacted conveniently, but we learned that there were co-conspirators they were investigating, and I guess they just let the leads dry up and then just said, fiddlesticks, they're gone. Now time to pretend they don't exist. Like Kash Patel under oath lying about it. Perjury Patel, by the way, still not punished for it. And speaking of unpunished, you know who else has been unpunished? Every fucking Epstein client, all of these rapists and
I think Kash Patel would get punished. Like Trump don't throw you under the bus if he's helping him. Like
Yeah.
But yeah, podcaster Kash Patel, we have some sympathies for him and for his eyes. But yeah, light on the earth. Okay. We could be now FBI director if you want.
Yeah, I mean,
there's a possibility. Podcaster, FBI director.
Yeah, like Kash Patel being the director of the FBI is just should just show everyone anyone can be FBI director. You do not need any kind of competence. You do not need any kind of qualifications. You can be FBI director if the right person just chooses you for it.
But I think I would have problems with protecting Epstein clients.
pedophiles, all of them still just getting away with these unthinkable crimes. No one being handcuffed and thrown in the slammer. Doesn't even seem like they're pursuing any investigations or anything into it. Across 2 administrations now, no fucking arrests outside of Maxwell, who Trump has done everything in his power to ensure she is treated like a queen at a new summer camp that she now resides at, barely even a fucking prison. This is lunacy of the highest caliber. Now, anyway, I know I'm getting kind of sidetracked here with like the previously on Dragon Ball Z with this whole saga. The most recent batch of Epstein files came out a couple hours ago. Millions of files, so people are still combing through them, but what they are finding is alarming. Trump's name, of course, is all over these files. His name...
What? Never thought that.
Who would have thought?
Grab them by the pussy, guys, all over the files. And he have more photos with Epstein than I have with my father, but what? Like, this was acting. I'm not shocked. Like, my jaw stayed in place.
Appears more in these Epstein files than Green Eggs and Ham appeared in the fucking Green Eggs and Ham Dr. Seuss book. His name is everywhere with numerous allegations.
I love this line.
His name appears more in these Epstein files than Green Eggs and Ham appeared in the fucking Green Eggs and Ham Dr. Seuss book. His name is everywhere with numerous allegations about terrible, awful things. Some things we had heard little bits and pieces about from previous Epstein releases, but this one has significantly more, including this FBI report that claims Trump has been compromised by Israel, which anyone who's been paying attention to this administration shouldn't really be surprised at. I don't think anyone heard that and recoiled in their chair going, what? If anyone's followed everything that's been going on in regards to Trump and Israel, it should be no surprise that the FBI believed he was compromised, is compromised as well, most likely. But this is, again, new information that is hitting the public here from official sources in these Epstein files. These are big. Another huge name appearing in here is Bill Gates. So Bill Gates had an exchange with Jeffrey Epstein, and I think it's been known for a long time Bill Gates was associated with Jeffrey Epstein, but this information here is new that talks about how he contracted an STD apparently and had asked Jeffrey Epstein.
Not one. There was also the thing where Bill Gates allegedly, well,
that's their official files. It's not like
it's not allegedly. It is. It's said there that the island doctor told Bill Gates, "You have so many STDs that, like, giving you antibiotics doesn't matter anymore. They're all resistant to it." So,
his wife really not released him, left him after the Epstein file was released, before that. But I would also like she did the right thing, like to do. Oh my God, stay away from me. Don't give me STD.
To provide him with antibiotics that he could secretly dose Melinda with. He had contracted it from Russian girls, apparently. Another massive name coming in is Elon Musk, who had an email chain with Jeffrey Epstein that was in these files about him trying to plan a visit to Jeffrey Epstein's island, and he seemed to want to find the wildest party, the best time to come through to the island, and he was trying to make plans to go visit the island. These new
after Epstein was sentenced.
Yeah.
That's the part. Like 2012.
2012.
He was sentenced in 2008. When I remember correctly.
Yeah.
You can correct us, no problem. Please, I want to. When is the best time to go to pedophile rape island?
Please, Epstein, please. I want to. Oh, God damn it! No, I can't.
Yeah.
It's insane. I mean, if you look, they're using like normal emails. They're not even like hiding anything.
Did he say cheese pizza? No. If they talk about cheese pizza, they mean cheese pizza. If they talk about pedophilia, then they use pedophilia.
They're not even hiding anything, you know. And the FBI has been sitting on these for decades
and protected these people.
Yes, and protected these people. And you want to tell me like, oh, it only took them like 30 years to do something, to at least release anything.
Do you hear that, the conspiracy theory guys? Like, exactly, I don't hear nothing. Like, now, like, you could go out and be like, we told you that for years, and now they're very silent about it. Because
it was their own people who are doing that.
How you feel that you believed QAnon? How you feel about that? I would feel stupid if I had believed it, but it was from day one. It was a stupid conspiracy theory because I'm a ball now, you know. And normally a conspiracy theory is like all certain people are bad, like all Turks are bad, all
Yeah.
Jews are bad, all like Muslims are bad, and you don't have a distinction between. But there is a good one, and the conspiracy was all the rich and do pedophilia and sacrifice people, but this one guy like Trump and Putin, they are the good guys.
Yeah.
And that was that felt a little bit of like no normally a conspiracy theories everybody's bad, but
Yeah,
you know,
everyone's involved, everyone's bad.
yeah, not like but this guy is not bad, and we will we know.
I mean, it's also like a lot of people were like, oh, the conspiracy theorists were right. No, they were not.
no.
They were not. They like, oh, who would have thought that rich and powerful people were doing very deranged things?
Yeah.
And like at the end of the day, they were only able to do that because they are rich and powerful.
Yeah.
Like it is the system that you support that is making that possible.
I mean, the conspiracy theories guys are very funny, but
Yes.
because they go, okay, there is a small group who's controlling everything, okay, and they go that way, and then it's the Jews. Not they don't go there to it's the billionaires, it's the capitalists. No,
They're
it's
like, no, it's the Jews.
It's like
always.
and it feels like a distraction
Yeah.
too. But yeah, they go like right way and they miss it. Yeah, it's great.
Come through to the island, and he was trying to make plans to go visit the island. These new files also expose blatant lies that a lot of really powerful people tried to peddle to get themselves out of hot water in regards to their close connection to Jeffrey Epstein, like Howard Lutnick. Howard Lutnick is Trump's commerce secretary, and he claimed he cut ties with Jeffrey Epstein in 2005, yet in these files we can clearly see he was emailing Epstein in 2012, planning
Combat admin is lying. What? Never thought that.
Who would have thought?
a trip out there, saying, "Hi Jeff, we are landing in St. Thomas early Saturday afternoon and planning to head over to St. Bart on Monday at some point. Where are you located? Does Sunday evening for dinner sound good? I have another couple, Michael and Mary Lehrman, with me on my boat, and each of us has 4 children. 2 16s, 2 14s, a 13, a 12, an 11, and a 7-year-old. Thanks, Howard." What a disgusting freak. He's even listing out the ages of the children that are joining them on
Imagine you bring your kids to pedophile island.
their planned trip to Epstein's Island. This is in 2012. That's quite a few years after 2005, Howard. Seems like you told a big-time fib. Howard said that he had visited Epstein's house in 2005, but it culminated with him getting the heebie-jeebies. He called him gross and said that was basically kaput. That was the end of his relationship with Epstein. He washed his hands of him back in 2005, but that clearly wasn't true now, was it, Howard? These emails are from 2012, planning a trip out there and making a very odd mention of a bunch of children and their ages that will be joining you to Epstein's Island. Howard Lutnick is your U.S. Secretary of Commerce under Trump right now. This is your Commerce Secretary. And he is one of many
What a coincidence. What a coincidence.
very powerful politicians whom you'll find in these new Epstein files and previous Epstein files as well. These are just a few of many names, new names as well, very powerful people who appear in these files with alleged horrible, horrible things that they have done in connection with Jeffrey Epstein and the island. It is a big, big deal. This is undoubtedly just the tip of the iceberg here. This latest batch was millions of files, so there is still a lot of information out there that hasn't been adequately combed through, and still what we are learning right now is heinous. And I feel like it should be pretty obvious that there needs to be investigations conducted here, and maybe a little bit of fucking justice. Maybe some of these evil fucking demons getting arrested, perhaps. Why are none of these people in these Epstein files even being looked into at all? Why does Kash Patel lie under oath about there not being an Epstein list or clients or like co-conspirators when we now have all this available evidence that confirms there definitely were co-conspirators, there definitely are clients, and there is nothing being done not in this administration, not the previous administration, to hold any of them accountable or fine them. This is a huge deal that nobody should be trying to like minimize the importance of. For some reason, people are trying to pretend as though this is something we should just like brush aside, move on from the whole
part of the right wing. Like, no, we will not brush it to the side. And great that Young Turks make a lot of videos like about like not one video that they make a lot of about like connections to Israel, connections to Epstein, to like there's so many files. Sorry guys, we don't have the time to dig through. I have a full-time jobs but yeah, I don't agree always with them all the time, but Cenk Uygur is not in the Epstein files that I watched his name up. Like, that's the reason I have no problem. I can disagree with him, but I know he's not a bad guy in that file. Yeah.
It's because you said connections to Israel. It is quite funny in Europe that the media is only focusing, like primarily focusing on the connection to Russia.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because they can say like, Israel is like they lied. They lied 2 years about the
genocide
in
yeah.
Gaza
and right now even Israel is just doing business as usual, and Europe is like, yeah, they're allowed to do that. Who cares?
Like, if you map to connections to Russia, why not North Korea? He worked for North Korea or China. Like, come on, like, you'll be ridiculous because of Israel. Like, they lose all the political capital that they have because of a country
because they want to support a country that isn't even on this fucking continent.
Yeah, and even have the same values as we, like democracy. No, like
Israel is not democratic.
Yeah, if you have apartheid, you are not democratic.
Yeah.
Like
Epstein fiasco, that is craziness. There are people in the most powerful positions of government right now that are rapists and pedophiles that have got away with unthinkable crimes, and they.
The thing is, you can say that in the US because but if you would sue them like Trump, everybody would call them. It will make the attention bigger to that topic.
Yeah,
he don't want to. Like, you could call the president a pedophile. A lot of streamers does that, and
because they know they're not gonna get sued.
Because you sued a streamer. Okay, now you will get.
Now
there's a focus now on it.
And now the court has to see if that is something that could be true or not.
Yeah, please release the files.
Need to be held accountable. We have so much information here. We have so many names, and we need them to be investigated. We need justice. I don't know why so many people are so okay with being governed by these monsters. It's baffling to me. It actually boggles my fucking mind. This latest batch shows even more evidence, shines even more light on these terrible, terrible things that unfolded here, and the close connections a lot of powerful people had to Epstein and the island. I'll continue to look into the files and see what else turns up from all of this. I'll be, of course, keeping my finger on the pulse of it, and I highly encourage all of you to be paying very close attention to it and the people named in these Epstein files, and the people that try and defend it as well. That is unacceptable. This is indefensible. There's no excuse for it. So anyway, wanted to just give you an update here. That's really about it. See ya. I hope you slept well last.
Like, we share that opinion. We also make videos about it. The right wing is very silent. Like, you have that one part who makes AI images of Mamdani, son of. Like, they don't want to talk about it. Then some people focusing on the Jewish part. Like, please stop Israel and the connections to America, like the Jewish part. And then you have Nick Fuentes who's selling quarter zip, Jeffrey.
Yeah, he's selling Jeffrey Epstein merch, and he was like, "Oh, Jeffrey Epstein is my man. He's so good."
But
like,
actually, it's hebophilia. Like Megyn Kelly and Nick Fuentes a connection. Like, I was like, okay, you have your perfect Jewish villain, okay, and then you say no, he was very cool and.
That's how you know that Nick Fuentes is not like, he's just a grifter, that he's not properly a Nazi.
Yeah, because they will use it.
Yeah,
because
a Nazi, even a neo-Nazi, would absolutely froth like at the mouth at the thought of a Jewish person actually being bad and actually like, you know, the old Nazi propaganda: Jewish people eat babies, Jewish people steal, Jewish people are lie and they will blackmail you and everything.
yeah.
And then Epstein was wealthy as fuck. He was very rich. Like a proper Nazi or neo-Nazi would be like, "Oh my God, this is the villain that I've been yearning for my whole miserable life." And Nick Fuentes is like, "Oh no, actually, Jeffrey Epstein is so cool. He's so cool."
Well, actually, it was the evilphilia
God.
and yeah, he lost support because of that. But the Groypers fucked him. It's like an online cult. Like, come on.
Yeah, an online
Mexican. He can't handle when you say to him he's a Mexican gay man-led neo-Nazi. Like Hassan said that to him, and he was like, then the next guy would be Aryan, and like you don't know what this means. Like, shut the fuck up.
it's yeah, he's disgusting. He's absolutely disgusting.
But people will not forget because he posting things on the internet that showed he protecting like this kind of villain and said, you are like to hide it under sarcasm and just irony, like you're just you was not invited. That's the reason why you met. Great, defend him that way, please.
It's so fucked up.
Please, yeah. And Alex Jones is like, it's a democratic conspiracy, but Trump is all over it.
Yeah. Why is Trump all over it? I wonder why. Like it's so crazy. It is so fucking crazy.
It could be his moment. So I told you, and you called
Yeah,
me.
Alex Jones could literally be like, I told you all. It was like that, and you didn't believe me. Instead, he's like, oh no, Trump is so good. Trump is so great. Trump, he didn't do anything. He didn't do anything.
He's from the deep state. Like, we are not from the deep state. We don't get paid to do that. We don't get paid from nothing. Like, it's a hobby, and
I wish we were paid.
yeah, I wish. Yeah, we will be open about it. Like, we would not hide it like some influencers and so on. We would say, okay, we get paid, and that's...
Bro, if we got paid, I would come here with like all kinds of expensive shit. I wouldn't give a fuck.
Yeah, we would per day we would just read one Epstein file to you, but it's 3 million files. I have a job. What, like, come on, guys.
Like, you wouldn't come here with these cheap ass suits.
I would buy the.
You would come here with like actual expensive stuff.
And 4K cameras and
Yes.
so on, and 3D and 4D maybe.
We would have an actual producer.
Yeah, not like you're producer and co-host, and
Yes.
I'm also. But yeah, we will not shut. Like, Moist Critical, great guy, and there are a lot of people, and one of the tactics is like, nobody cares about that. Like, you see a video about Epstein, it's like 5 million views. Like,
Yeah, it's a lot of.
nobody cares about it.
Everyone cares about it. It's international
Just
because
not the right, only the right don't want to care about it.
Yeah, it's like it's international because also politicians and other wealthy and powerful people from different countries are involved.
And the UK is investigating Peter, what's his name, Mandelson.
Yeah,
They're investigating. They say, okay, you can be rich and so on, but we will investigate you. And US is like, nah, we will just redact the names of alleged predators. I say alleged because then he could claim like, I can't have a fair trial. They called me alleged before I had a trial. Like, I'm not stupid like that. Like,
well, I mean,
but I'm not J.D. Vance. Like,
Yeah.
he said Tyler Robinson did it. Like, bro, he will get a
Yeah.
mistrial because of you. You stupid fuck. I called him that. Like, I said what I said.
I mean, you can. I think under American law, you can call them stupid fucks. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, he can sue me. Then, we are at that part where everybody who gives us attention, we will just profit of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like this Thiel 2000 guy, like from live stream fails this. I thought that's a part
Oh,
of it.
the mod.
Yeah, like every attention is now good for us. But later on, we have to decide what we want to give attention, what not. But please, Mr. Vice President, he's in Europe now. In the Olympics, get put.
Oh yeah, ICE is also in Europe.
Yeah, fuck ICE.
Which is like, oh, I thought ICE was only like immigration and stuff. Why are they the personal detail of JD Vance?
They have a budget like a military.
Yeah, it's like they're not only for immigration.
They
they're literally just a private military and security force
Yeah.
for the administration.
Like even in the public broadcast in Austria, they talk about ICE and what they do.
Yeah.
Like Minnesota is not a special state and so on, but it's so bad that even they talk about that. Like normally you get only hear things that Trump said because they're so ridiculous and stupid. But now they're talking about like the about Minnesota. Like,
Yeah.
European couldn't show you on the map where is Minnesota. Like, but yeah, now we come to the.
We keep going with Epstein things.
Yeah, we are not the right. We will talk about it. Fuck you.
Jon Stewart.
Oh no, Jon Stewart.
Oh,
no, I can't
no.
watch him anymore. No.
Get ahead of the story. I am also in the files. We all searched our names, right?
Yeah, I'm not in the files.
Oh, who would have thought? I'm not either.
You guys didn't search your name? You all right? Well, I know. Whatever. I am in the files. All right. This is actually true. I take you to the scene. It is midnight, August 29th, 2015. Jeffrey Epstein lies wide awake, his mind turning with ideas. He jots a quick note to a producer named Barry Josephson saying, I suggested to Woody. Y'all know which Woody, right? It's the Epstein files. It ain't Harrelson. All right.
Like top 10 in the Epstein files. Woody Allen, Trump. They're joking around. Oh, Le Pedophilia conference in Paris with Woody. Like I'm paraphrasing, but
No.
I thought he was dead, but he's 90 years old. Okay, but yeah.
Or the cowboy from Toy Story. You know which Woody we're talking. Quote, I suggested to Woody that he do an exclusive new stand-up routine for either Apple TV or Amazon. Oh, Jeffrey Epstein always had his finger on the pulse of what America was clamoring for in 2015. But Barry Josephson, thinking like the out-of-the-box television professional that he was, pitched this idea. This is true. Quote, make a true biographical experience with his stand-up being the capper. Somebody like Jon Stewart could host/narrate the biographical part. Excuse me? I am offended. Somebody like Jon Stewart? Or Jon Stewart? My point is, do I have the offer or is this an audition?
To get the offer, like, that could be.
Yeah, imagine they actually reached out to him.
Like, what is like Jon Stewart? What they mean by that? Like, he's a comedian, okay, but by like a Jewish comedian, like they have in America a few.
I don't know.
We don't have in Europe that much Jewish comedians. Like, they could Adam Friedland, maybe. He's the millennial Jon Stewart. Adam Friedland. Hassan calls him like that.
The millennial Jon Stewart.
Yeah, but what is the Jon Stewart? I mean,
No, it's
they should hire Michael Rappaport for that.
yes. Yeah, that would have been great.
Scotty was not. Oh my God, thanks. Scott.
Okay, now
We have some files for you. We will read you
Yes.
from that.
okay, this is from Jeffrey Epstein to Peter Thiel.
Yeah.
Return to tribalism, counter to globalization, amazing new alliances. You and I both agreed zero interest rates were too high. Zero interest rates were too high.
They want.
They want negative, they want negative interest rates. And as I said in your episodes, finding things on their way to collapse was much easier than finding the next bargain. Yeah, literally, they're literally just they're like, oh,
like cartoonish evil. Like
we're-
I couldn't make that shit up.
we're cartoonish pedophile villains, and we want the world to collapse. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, and oh.
Finding the next. Okay, this is the
And
What else do you
now
want
that's the Brexit is
Brexit, just the beginning.
and that's just private communication, but it's public.
Weird how all of the Brexit geezers are opposed to Peter Thiel and other wealthy people, but Brexit was kind of an idea of them. Wasn't also isn't the dude who was like the poster boy of Brexit, isn't he also in the Epstein files?
Nigel Farage, yeah,
Yeah.
and he's part. Like, England is stupid, like UK, because his party is polling first. Like he was like, you fucked us once a time, now fuck us again.
Yeah, fuck
please.
us again, please.
Please, we deserve it. And if you vote for that, you deserve that. But yeah, that sounds like the Trump doctrine, like counter globalism and so on. Like they're hating the EU, and that's the reason for me to like the EU. And yeah.
I mean, as incompetent as the EU is, it is a lot better than what they are proposing.
Yeah.
Return to tribalism. What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
They are high on their own supply. Like they think like because they have yes men around them, they are like genius and so on. And you saw Jeffrey Epstein's handwriting. He couldn't write. Like
I wonder why Peter Thiel's fucking
maybe it's
email is redacted.
Because maybe it's still active and then people.
Who the fuck cares? Why is it redacted?
No, the name okay you can, but it would be like his personal phone number to release. That's not important to that. But yeah, I had a weird feeling about Peter Thiel and his evil, his Palantir, government contracts and so on. Like my proposition, like I think if you had contacts to Jeffrey Epstein, you went to his island and had contacts to him after 2006, 2008, after he was convicted. Normally I wouldn't give the benefits of the doubt because 2008 means just his sentence. Like he did the things before. They should take away all your assets and give it to the poor people. Like that's the ultimate punishment for them. Not death, but taking away the assets and give it to poor people.
Yeah, literally. Take everything, liquidate it, give it to poor people.
And people shouldn't allowed to be on islands. Like there's like you can own a home, apartment. No.
Yeah, you shouldn't be allowed to own a whole ass island.
No, like.
It's like what the fuck.
No, and yeah, this is cartoonishly evil.
Yes. Now we have a next one. This is from Larry Summers to Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah.
Okay. Jamaica, very good. Kids great though, tired of some of their admiration for Bernie Sanders. How are you? Oh yeah, wait, this is the reply to here.
Yeah. Please.
Rumler asked who was your speech agent.
Please direct scheduling, yeah.
Who the fuck is this?
Yeah, maybe assistants.
She will contact you directly. How's Jamaica? And then this.
And that's the reason I have no problem to disagree with Sanders. Like he had he took a few times to call it a genocide, but he called like for arms embargo to Israel even before I was born.
Yeah.
Like, but he sold, and I have no problem with that because I would have a strange feeling if they would say, "Oh, Bernie is the best guy ever," but he's like, "So, oh my God, they like Bernie. How could they be?" It was like the time where I also liked Bernie. It was Monday, 2015. Yeah, like Bernie, feel the burn. Great time.
Yeah,
great time.
The Democrats fucked them.
Yeah, and I have no problem to disagree with him because they don't like him. No problem at all.
And then here.
This
is here. Exactly. Bernie is like a Mark Twain or Lafayette teacher from Brooklyn back in the 60s and 70s.
6-7.
I love old Bernie. Wish he wasn't a damn socialist. He probably reminds you of your social studies teacher from Lafayette High. I open... Here, wait. From Philip Kafka to Terry Kafka. I openly and proudly support Trump. I've actually been able to pull people away from Hillary by saying whatever that means. Redacted something.
Yeah.
Only vote for Trump or Sanders, citing everyone else is they can't even fucking type, they can't even speak the language, citing that everyone else is establishment politics. I convinced a lesbian woman older to consider Trump after she went on a rampage about him. It just shows people have no idea what they're talking about. Media holds the cards. People are sheeple. No fucking shit.
They talk like a movie villain.
They literally they talk like movie villain, like cartoon villains, and it's insane. Understanding Donald Trump, the Washington Times. Donald Trump is a genuine phenomenon. He may or may not become the Republican nominee. A genuine phenomenon. I forgot how like weird they wrote about him back in the day.
Yeah.
Like how it was like, you see this dude, he's old, he's orange, and he's clearly a fucking idiot who only has money. And you're
10
like,
years ago he was not so old.
oh, sorry, 10 years ago he was only 17. Wow, he's such a young guy.
But he's entertaining.
He may or may not win the presidency, even if he becomes the nominee, yet it is clear that he is a phenomenon and that any history of the 2016 presidential race will have to spend a good bit of time analyzing Trump and his impact.
We feel that impact.
This is just like,
we don't. They analyze it, and you saw the part with that, that they say, oh, we have to convince people to vote for Trump or Bernie. That's the reason why a lot of people who voted for Bernie voted for Trump, because they thought, because no normal people in America, like the average Joe, have no idea about politics, because we are into politics. We could explain you things, but they are like, oh, this guy sounds great. I will vote for him. Like this independent guy. Benevolent, yeah. Like sorry guys, I speak in my third language, and we will not cut that out. Like,
yes.
But this explains why a lot of people who voted for Bernie voted for Trump, because they thought he's the anti-establishment candidate, and I was like, Jesus, like he's a billionaire. How would he be anti-establishment if he's a fucking billionaire? Like, it's not how it works. Yeah, and Jesus, and how MAGA is very quiet. Like it's fall apart, and a few people still glazing him. Funny thing, the apes and Obama video. Like Trump was, it was a mistake. We deleted it. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Sure, buddy. Sure, yeah, that's the correct answer. Sure, buddy. Yeah, and he said, mistake. We deleted it. He doesn't apologize, of course, but he said, it's deleted. Now move on. And it was this most normal reaction to a question. It was not like quite pity and move on. And there are still guys, grifters and so on, who tries to defend that. That's like, it's not racist, and so white people tell you that's not racist. Like it's the easiest form of racism. Yes. But Bernie, always great guy. Like he remembers of the teacher because he's old. Bernie is great. That's true. Yeah, we will. Now another great person who's mentioned in the Epstein files. Yeah. Our man, our boy, Norman Finkelstein. But that's a fake photo. Yeah, this is from pamphlets. This is an AI generated photo. Yeah. He actually looks like this. This is the real Finkelstein. Yeah. If you see him in real life, this is what he looks like. Yeah. Chad. And he was mentioned like this. Here, from normal Finkelstein to Trivers, CC, Jeffrey Epstein is in the CC, Natasha Trivers. Your statement to The Guardian. Sworn testimony of Jane Doe number 3. 24. A Harvard law professor, Ellen Dershowitz, was around Epstein frequently. Dershowitz was so comfortable with the sex that was going on that he would even come and chat with Epstein while I was giving oral sex to Epstein. My guess is, if Epstein put your daughter at age 15 in such a position,
you wouldn't publicly describe him as a friend and person of integrity. In fact, I would hope that you'd promptly throttle both Epstein and Dershowitz.
Yeah, base.
Finkel Chad.
And there is no audience that will. He don't say it for us. He's like, okay, that's an email. They wanted to make that Finkelstein will meet Epstein because everybody met like who was not around Epstein. Like that's the question. I was not there, and he said give that answer. Like no problem with disagreeing with that guy also.
Yeah.
Like he was like boycotts and so on. A few companies owns everything, but he was very stubborn about the tip. I have no problem to disagree with him. Like he's doing the Lord's work for Palestine and for maybe before I was born, like son of Holocaust survivors, and great guy. Like that proves me like one day when they will go, we will just have like in the Catholic Church you have a spirit like you have holy people like they're not prophet, but you have then like we will have Norman Finkelstein from New York. He's protecting this building like this studio, and
Bernie Sanders.
Yeah, because great people like
amazing people what they're doing.
And before people say but not everything is everything is open. If they had something bad on something bad on Finkelstein and Sanders and so on,
they would have already.
They will say, "Oh my God, Sanders did it all by himself."
Yeah, if they had bad things like that about these people, they would have. Those would have been the first things they would have released. Like honestly.
Yeah, and it's like okay, now you talk about like the people who was around Epstein. Epstein partied alone at that island. Like, come on. Like,
no, he partied alone. Yeah, because you can party alone. What the fuck does that mean?
Imagine.
You're just at home alone. You're partying with your schizophrenic thoughts. Like, what do you mean?
I could make a joke, but I don't.
Yes.
With the underage. No, okay, no. Okay, but yeah,
we shouldn't joke too much about it. Very serious topic. Very, very bad things happened to innocent people, and very bad people were doing it. Who are still they have not seen any consequences.
Yeah, only people Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell, and she's now in a prison, like great prison.
Yes, like Moist Critical said, in a summer camp, basically.
Yeah, and if Trump had more popularity, he would just pardon her, because I think she knows things that would this would be the one
that would compromise Trump.
Everybody, like
everybody.
He was the person who trafficked there. Like she wanted the girls and so on, and then
now she doesn't even get proper consequences.
Yeah, just 2 people was punished for it, but I want to see more people punished. And yeah, like great guys. I love this.
Let's move on.
Yeah.
BBC News.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
Something else, really. Now that nothing came out about me, other than there was a conspiracy against me, literally by Epstein and other people. Yeah, what do you want?
On the Epstein files, you talked about Democrats who were in there. Elon Musk was also in there, and so was your Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick and correspondence that he had with him. Did you read those new files that were published by the Department of Justice?
I have a lot of things I'm doing, a lot of things I'm doing. I don't know. You mentioned 2 names. I'm sure they're fine. Otherwise, it would have been major headlines.
A lot of women who are survivors of Epstein's are unhappy with those redactions that came out. Some of them, entire witness interviews are totally blacked out. Do you think that they should be more transparent?
The fact that they thought they released too much. I heard that.
What?
I think it's really time for.
The thing is, okay, I sent you the wrong clip, but he was like, "You are a horrible reporter.
Oh.
Why not laughing when you talk about like he was deflecting like
maybe
you may like
what does the Trump attacks reports or maybe it's this one.
I think it's time now for the country to maybe get onto something else.
What would you say to people
like
who feel like they haven't gotten
healthcare,
justice, Mr. President?
something that people care about? Yeah, what did you say? Go ahead.
What would you say to
are
the
so
survivors
bad.
who feel like they have gotten
You are the
justice?
worst reporter. No wonder.
Hey, do you kiss Bill Clinton with that mouth? Question mark.
Do you blow Bill Clinton with that
Bubba.
mouth?
Calls him Bubba.
CNN has no ratings because of people like you. You know, she's a young woman. I don't think I've
She's like my age. You're too old for my friend Epstein. You wouldn't like it.
ever seen you smile. I've known you for 10
Why
years.
not smiling about child traffic? Why not smiling about that? Oh,
I don't think I've ever seen a smile
Well,
in
I'm
your
asking
face.
you about survivors
You know why?
and
You know why you're not smiling? Because you know you're not telling the truth, and you're a very dishonest organization,
it's a dishonest.
Oh my God.
and they should be ashamed of you. Okay, go
survivors
ahead.
of a sexual
And the media is complicit because the next reporter had to ask the question, but they are like,
Yes.
we have asked him and he was deflecting because he's so demented. He would just crashed out in I don't know, maybe 3 questions later, because we had people in the family who are demented. There will be a time, I don't know when, but it's happened fast, where he would go around would say, Epstein, great guy, because he thinks he's in the 90s back.
Yeah, that time will.
But they have to pressure him, like
Yes, they have to really pressure and put him under a lot of stress. They need to make the dementia go a bit faster. They need to make it a bit faster. Stress him a bit more.
But I think he would then start to protect Epstein. Was like,
Yes.
great parties, because he's too demented for that. Like, it's good that he's demented because he's destroying the people around him have Stephen Miller and so on. They have what do you call it? I'm now Bill Clinton and Sleepy Joe. Like, I make fun of him that he's demented. They have a goal, they have an agenda, and he's shutting the agenda down because he's so he's very heavy-handed. He and his administration. Great that we have them, but I would prefer that we don't have somebody who had a lot of context to Epstein. Kamala Harris is not in the Epstein files, and Joe Biden also is, and Obama also not, but Bill Clinton is all over it. But yeah, this guy.
Okay.
Now, a lot of people thought, Trump hates Bill Clinton. What's happened?
Conference about Clinton because of the testimony, the Epstein thing, which turned out that I have nothing to do, and they did.
I have nothing to do with, which turns out I have nothing to do with the Epstein thing.
Bro, we can't
God
read.
damn it, man. He's such a fucking piece of shit.
About Epstein. And they said, do you think it's terrible with the subpoenas and everything, and they're disobeying the subpoenas? And I actually said, it's a shame. You have an ex-president, and you have, the president's wife and Secretary of State. And I said, it's a shame. It is a shame.
NBC News broke the story today. I don't know if you saw it, that the Democrats are already saying, if you bring President Bill Clinton and he has to testify, we're bringing President Trump. What do you say to that?
I think they might say that, but they've already brought me. See, I've been brought. They had me indicted many, many times. Many, many times. They didn't do that to Clinton.
Do you think if the Democrats win in the midterms, at least one House of Congress, they're going to try to impeach you?
Well, I've done a great job as president. They say I've had the best first year of any president in history, and I think I have. If you look, I settled 8 wars, biggest tax cuts ever. Right now, we have more under construction with the factories, the car plant. They're all moving back into the country. They were stolen from us over a 40-year period. They're all coming back from Germany, from Canada, from Mexico, from Japan. I think I had the greatest first year that we've
But
had.
you think they may come after you again?
Well, they'll find something. Like I did an interview with you, and because I did the interview, let's impeach him or something.
Anything out there that Americans are going to be surprised about that
shouldn't
you're
do
going?
it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, they shouldn't do it. And that's one of the things. I didn't do it for that reason, but it bothers me that somebody's going after Bill Clinton. See, I like Bill Clinton. I still like Bill
What do you like about him?
I like his fat cock. I like sucking on his wiener.
That's the dementia part. He pretended 10 years, for the since he's president, like first time, I hate the Clintons, I hate the Obamas, I hate the Biden, but it's just a big club and we are not in it, but we don't want to be in it. And that's a dementia part. Like he had to say, I hate him, but maybe he knows. Okay, if I press Bill Clinton too hard, he knows a lot of things. And Bill is like, oh, I will testify in front of Congress,
Yeah,
no
I
problem.
mean, the Clintons were like, we'll testify. We don't give a fuck.
And Bill Clinton is also like his age, but he's in the head way better. And Bill Clinton is very charming. Like, maybe he will try charming. Like.
I liked his behavior toward me. I thought he got me. He understood me.
Yep. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, Donnie, I understand you.
You know, he was the one that said very famously that you don't want to run against Trump when there were 18 people. It was 18 people, including me, total. And he kept telling them, you don't want to run against Trump. Run against anyone. Don't run against Trump. And Hillary sort of laughed at him. He said, Hillary, you know it, and I know, don't run against Trump.
Yeah.
And they ran against Trump. It didn't work out too well, did it? You know, they
Dementia was not funny, but his dementia is funny.
Yeah. It's so bad. It's so bad.
Nobody, like even from the liberal press, nobody's pressing him. If they would press him, he would just melt down and he would think it's like 1990 again. And he said things before he was demented. I had never the privilege to Epstein Island.
The privilege. Oh my God.
And after it was not like in the 90s. And yeah, like we will still talk about it, release the files. When Trump says something, we will report it because it's not popular. Like he's down everywhere, on every topic, and release the files. Like and the right wing. How do you feel? How do you feel QAnon people who believe that conspiracy theory? Like, and do you want to still like if you defend it, we will talk about it, no problem. But there's some topics because everybody's like so. Brain and everybody's like it's like fortune poisoned and Reddit poisoned that you think you can debate everything and some things you don't have to debate. Like Ellen Dershowitz wrote an article in 97 why we should lower the age of consent, and he was the lawyer of Epstein. Like
very no.
Make your own picture. Like people like we give you just the facts and you can make your own picture about that.